What's up, guys? It's Decipher. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a couple of weeks since you guys have seen me, and the reason for that is I recently bought this 25.5 foot 1982 Coachman camper and gutted it, remodeled it, and turned it into a fully functional studio, audio and video studio. So I got content coming on that Friday. We'll do a whole video on how we did it, what it looked like beforehand, what it looks like now, everything like that. But for today, we're doing a little something a little different. Before I started on this project, I put a post out on my Instagram asking for producers who wanted to be a part of a multiple producers one sample challenge video, and we got a lot of responses. We got just a couple people who sent videos back, which it is what it is. I mean, it was kind of a last minute deal, so it happens. But so without further ado, let's jump into this. We're going to do this two producer, one sample challenge. So the way this worked is I sent all these producers one guitar loop that I recorded and had them chop it up, flip it however they wanted to, and email it back to me. And the two guys that we had that participated in this were No Meta Music and Vibes Music Studio, both good friends of mine, really dope producers, really cool cats. And they took this sample and flipped it, chopped it up, did their thing with it, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in here, and we're gonna start with No Meta first. So let's go ahead and get into it.
I am Noveda. I am a hardstyle producer. I'm very excited to become a part of this video. And and by the way, I'm sorry for the bad microphone quality because I use internal microphone from my laptop. So yeah, I'm gonna go very quick about how I make this track. So first, for the sample, I kinda aim for almost ambient sound. So I use heavy reverb and delay. I use Galactic for reverb and Baby Comeback for delay, which both is free. And next I try to make the guitar the main part of the song. So I kind of just add the instrument here and there. Yeah, as you can hear, the guitar is almost ambient. And we repeat this in the second break section. Oh, I include this nature sound effect by the way. And not going crazy with flipping samples and make some cool sounds out of it. I just really want the effects. And for this glitchy effect, I use fracture delay, which yeah, fracture is a delay plugin, but it kind of aim for almost sci-fi and weird and glitchy and all that, which I'm obsessed with. And for hardstyle, we typically make a melody for each song. They they cannot they can or don't have to use or maybe use it, but I gonna use it. I'm gonna use the lead. It's almost like I layer it super solid leads like almost every time. I layer like four of them, four different sounds. As you can see the name, I layer some chords in here too. So oh, and by the way, I kind of want to include the guitar as much as possible if it makes sense in that part. So I include it in the build-up. I want to include it as much as possible and in the first drop here too. but only shallow and very little in the drop. Almost almost not using it, but yeah, in the third drop I use it more. So yeah, let's hear it. I wanna know what you guys think of it.
Oh, damn, wasn't that crazy, man? Nometa killed it on that one. Alright, so, I personally didn't do one. I left this up to them. Like I said, I was busy doing this studio revamp, so, um, that was Nometa. Man, that was way beyond what I expected. And now we're going to kick this over to Vibes Music Studio, who is going to introduce himself by his real name. But you'll see his logo. The only reason I'm avoiding his real name is because I don't want to mispronounce it, dude. Vibes is a really dope producer out of Europe, and just a really cool cat in general. Does a whole lot for the scene. Really good dude. If you guys haven't seen him yet, make sure to check him out. So, all right, without further ado, let's check out Vibes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Artem Kovlev, aka Vibes Music Studio, and I'm so glad to be here on this project because I always love collaborating with producers and testing our, creativity and limits and see what we can do and what we can accomplish when we push ourselves to the limit. And I'm so glad that we have so many different creative ideas when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I really want to thank you to Cypher for all your help and putting this project all together. So with that being started, let's first hear what we were sent. We were first sent this quick little raw sample guitar from that we could all collaborate on. Let's play that. Okay, so we have this guitar sample that's going on. So what I decided to do is, build some harmony around it, trying to make it more in a different style. So what I decided to do is play it on piano over here, and you have a whole 8 bars, 16 bars of literally the piano happening. So after that, I decided, with just the piano, you're going to need some kind of like random sounds. So I decided to go from a sample pack and chop up a couple sounds, some vinyl crackling sound, something that sounds something like this. I have some other sounds like this. So with all of that going on, I also decided to use the actual guitar sample as to bring some atmosphere into it. So what I decided to do is just put it through a vocoder, some processing, sounds something like this. After that, I decided to, with that atmosphere kind of going on, kind of this gloomy feel, kind of hit it with the drums and hit it with, the rest of the band coming in. So what I decided to do is program some MIDI drums and bass guitar. This is how it sounds like. So after that, what I decided to do is, bring a shaker into the mix, but I want to be creative with my shaker. I didn't want to use an actual shaker. So what I actually did, took the sample of that guitar, put it through here, and chopped it up as much as I can so I could process it into a shaker. This is the before the shaker. So yeah, so that's how I did that shaker, which was really awesome. Next, after that, we have the raw guitar sample, which we already heard. and decided, I was getting kind of bored with the sound. Like, it sounds very like gloomy and sounds very like low there. So my mind went to, make a completely different song, make a completely different version of that sample. So I'm like, you know what? This is technically two songs combined into one with a very mediocre transition, but I liked it. I'm keeping it. And this is what I came up with afterwards. So what I decided to do is take a whole bunch of drum loops that I found on my library and, chopped it up into different samples. After that, what I decided to do is sample the actual guitar and basically micro sample the hell out of it and make it into, this kind of weird instrument, like this arpeggiated bell sound, which sounds like this. After that, I decided, why not bring some classical aspects into it and bring, some cellos into the mix. So I did that, but there was so much reverb on the cellos of the sampled versions that I'm like, all right, I want to chop this up so it sounds cleaner. That's basically how I made this kind of drop EDM-ish kind of flume sound, but at the same time, you had this alternative rock track playing from the beginning. So, like I said, it sounds like two completely different songs with the same sample, which is amazing. So at the end, I decided to do something completely different. I decided to take aspects from the classical, from the alternative rock, from the EDM track, and kind of like, glue it as much as I can together. So this is what I came up with. So basically took the bass guitar from, or not the bass guitar, but took the melody that was played on the bass guitar and put it on the cellos. Had a little bit of the drums being played as well too from the EDM track, and then having the actual sample of the guitar just toned down 12 semitones. And that's about it. So here's the full track. thank you all so much for coming out today. My name is Artem Kovalev, aka Vibes Music Studio. You can check me up on Instagram. And thank you all so much for coming out today and watching this video. Take care, y'all.
Damn, these guys killed it with those samples. Man, I didn't expect that out of either one of these things, so they definitely went above and beyond what I expected from them, blew me away. Highly impressed. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Vibes Music Studio, thank you for doing this. Nometa Music, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you guys for watching and being here. If you guys enjoyed this content, drop a like, drop a comment on which one of these you think was the better beat between the two of them. Doesn't really matter. There's no competition here. It was all friendly stuff. But I mean, hey, if you guys want to let us know who you think was a better beat, let us know. And I mean, so really hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff for me. Make sure you hit that bell. And I will see you guys on Friday when we have a brand new video all about how this got built. All right, guys, take care.